Have faith. Let it begin. Hello, everyone. This is Angel, and welcome to another episode of Have Faith. Let it begin. My name is Angel. I just said it, but I'm so excited because we're closing in on 3,000 views on our promotional video that we had launched not even 2 or 3 weeks ago on our Have Faith, Let It Begin like page and Facebook, and it's going viral, and it has literally gone over to over 6,000 to 7,000 people, and out of those people, half of them have watched it in its entirety, so I thank you for that. It's just another way for me to promote our show and to get all of you to subscribe and to be a part of our show and listen to us Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. And by the way, here's a heads up. This Friday, that's right, this Friday, which is I believe I want to say it's the 17th. Yes, the 17th is going to be a live show, 7 a.m. Hopefully you guys are available. Join us, and we're going to have our live chat available on Spreaker, and we're going to have our live chat on Facebook. Join us for our live show this Friday, 7 a.m. Thank you again to GABBIE Santana for the use of her theme song. We want to thank you for that, and to visit her YouTube channel, GABBIE Santana. All right, I'm so excited. I'm pumped. I'm just excited because I'm just excited, and I'm even more excited now that I've said it like 300 times, because I want to talk about this topic that I think is important. Goal setting. What are your goals? You know, growing up in my early 20s, I always set 5-year goals. I always wanted to be somewhere in 5 years. Every 5 years, I would set a goal. And in my early stages of management, I always wanted, within a 5-year period, to get myself, promoted, to move along into the industry, and I hit it. I hit the goal. And you know what? Goals are something that you want to strive for. And let's be honest, we all can't hit our goals. And that's okay. We all attempt to hit certain goals, and maybe we come close and we don't attain them. You want to put yourself in a position to set goals that are attainable, but still within a stretch. You want to be able to say, okay, here's goal 1, 2, and 3. Make the third one the hardest one, but try to make it attainable, because it sets you up for the next goal. I believe that goal setting is important. If you're in a position right now to prepare yourself for promotion, for relationship improvement, or moving to the next level, or if you're setting yourself up to pay a bill, or buying a house, or preparing for a child, or maybe preparing to do daily or weekly tasks. Maybe you're setting yourself up for, goal settings for where you want to be at the end of the month. Maybe you're doing house projects for the rest of the summer or the fall. Set the goals. Set your mark. It's like a race. The only difference is the fuel comes from within. The fuel comes from you. Now, the hardest thing to do is set those goals, because you want to sit down and figure out, well, what do I want to be in 5 years? There's people out there that I know that want to do a 1-year goal. That's okay. I'm just giving you an example of what I did. I did a 5-year plan, and I continue to do 5-year plans. And once I hit 40, I set myself with another 5-year plan. And I have to rearrange it, because one of my 5-year plans and goals had nothing to do with having a child, because I never thought I was going to be a dad. So I had to reset my goals. Don't be afraid to set goals that are maybe unattainable, but is definitely within arm's reach. And that's what I was trying to say about a minute and a half ago. You have to inspire yourself and desire that ability to just look ahead of yourself and say, where am I going to be in 5 years? Where am I going to be in a year? 6 months. Make it attainable. When I was growing up, as a kid, I always wanted to be a ring announcer. And that day came. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I became a ring announcer. And it was the coolest feeling in the world. And it was like a bucket list. And I got to do it. I always wanted to finish college. And it was a 5-year goal that turned into a 10-year goal. But I accomplished it. I always wanted to have the right person in my life. And it took almost 10 years. And when I finally found her, I held on to her. There are things that you're going to set that may or may not be attainable. I always wanted to be a news broadcaster. That never happened. I always dreamed and knew in the back of my mind and in my heart, I wanted to preach. And by the grace of God, I am able to preach. And I preach at my church when I'm called upon. I always wanted to have some type of a show, even as a kid. If I could show you the VHS tapes, maybe I could do the audio of me always hosting a show and trying to make people laugh and inspire them. And here I am. And that took half my life. But I'm happy. And there were goals that I didn't accomplish. There were goals that I didn't achieve. I wanted to run my own business within that firm and that I was a part of. It didn't happen. I went back years later and tried it again, and I failed. But I tried. And that's the key. You have to try. You have to want to try. You want to have the opportunity to prove to yourself that you are capable, that you're willing, and that you're able. For many years, I struggled with my weight. And that's going to be an episode coming up. And I always felt growing up that I was this heavy boy. And I was picked on. Not much in school, but more at home. I was picked on more by my siblings than I was in school. Back, in the late 80s and 90s, bullying really wasn't, for me, a factor. Especially with my weight. I think it was more of wanting to belong. And I never got picked on that way, but at home I got picked on for my weight. And I always said to myself, I'm going to lose weight. And I have passed and failed that. My weight goes down, it goes up. It goes down, it goes up. It goes down, it goes up. But one of the goals that I've always set trumped it. Because I've always said, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And guess what? I'm happy. And you know what? I may not be that 180 with that, great six-pack. The closest thing I have to a six-pack is a six-pack of water. Because I don't drink. But, you just realize that at the end of the day, you will do any and everything you can to achieve your goals. And my goal was to be happy. And I am happy. So what is the purpose of this episode? Goal setting. If you're at a point in your life right now, if you feel like you're a little upset because you don't have the boyfriend, the girlfriend, you're not ahead of your bills, you're not close to your bills, you're not getting the promotion, you're not getting the recognition, take a step back. Think about all the accomplishments that you have had recently. And if you haven't had anything recent, think of ones that you've had in the past. Hold on to that great feeling. Hold on to that right now. And say to yourself, I am ready to try something new. I am ready to set a new goal, to set a new experience, and to do all that I can to be happy in what I do. Then sit down, get a piece of paper, write down the top 10 things you want to accomplish, and then bring it down to the top 5. Of those 5, number them in order, 1 through 5. And then get that goal started. Get a little action plan started. And by all means, if you want help, I lend you my ability. Write to me. havefaithlig@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to try to help you. Like our page. Make a comment underneath the episode when it appears. Tell me how you're going to set your goals. We can do this together. So here is my goal. My goals had to be altered because I'm going to be a father. So goal number 1, to be a successful father. Number 2, to get ahead of my mortgage so that I can move into a bigger home. Number 3, continue to do all I can to not hold a grudge on any and everyone that is a part of my life. Number 4, to continue to make new friends and patch old friendships. And number 5, be healthy, be happy, and enjoy life. It's like a 3-part within that 5. These goals for me are attainable, and I know I can do it. And I know you can too. So I challenge all of you to join me in goal setting. And I'm telling you right now, I am praying for each and every one of you. And maybe I don't know all your names, but when I pray for the Have Faith, Let It Begin family, because you're family to me. And let's do this together. Because together, we can do anything. And if you put God first, He will change your life. And I'm speaking for those that follow Him. And those that don't, that's okay. I understand. I don't force that on any of you. But I can tell you that with Him and through Him, everything is possible. Have faith. Let it begin. Let's get those goals. And let's do it. I'm excited.
Don't you see that your faith is coming